Hello, everybody. Welcome to the.
Fuck out of here.
Welcome to the.
Fuck here.
Welcome to the.
Fuck out of here.
Welcome to the
Fuck out of here.
late night podcast FOH show, and I am the guy that drinks all the time. Say so.
And it should be that DJ True, what it is, what it do.
And it's Brandi who likes to twerk before she go to work.
Oh shit! She got.
All right. Give a yeah. All right.
Boom shakalaka. Boom shakalaka. All right, y'all. Well, last week was the in-person episode, and that shit was so whack. We had nothing to talk about.
Nothing to talk about.
Yeah, nothing to talk about. Yeah, nothing to talk about. We was like,
We even did an April Fool's joke that I didn't even get.
yeah, like it was like we was all looking at each other. We was like, yeah,
What we gonna talk about?
we talked more after the podcast.
That was so crazy for real. So
Yeah.
the video was
Camera cut
done.
off. Yeah, like we talked more after the podcast. But I had a great time last weekend, man. We shout out to Truce Barbecue, man. We did our thing. We sold out of plate lunches. Thanks everybody that came and bought a plate.
Who's cooking?
All of us.
All of us.
Try mate.
Well, except
Blaine.
but Blaine played his part of fixing the food
and funding it.
Yeah.
Derek barbecued some burgers, chicken, ribs. Well, we did it after the sale, but he still barbecued a lot. Barbecue sausages. I made some macaroni. Derek did some baked beans. My sister did some rice dressing.
Mama did the desserts.
Did you say rice dressing?
Yeah.
And for people out of, if y'all don't know, it's called y'all gonna say dirty rice. We call it rice dressing.
Dirty rice. And dirty rice is rice with burger in it.
Yeah,
it's ground. She said with burger in it. Oh my God.
You know, I'm from the Midwest. We don't have dirty rice, so I don't know.
Rice
I just know Popeye's rice, and they got little pieces of meat. So is that
it's ground meat? Yeah, that's what that is.
That's dirty. I go say Popeye's dirty rice, but
we call that shit rice dressing.
Rice dressing. That's what's up. I gotta learn the South stuff because I be here talking about do y'all drink pop, and everybody be like, "What is pop?"
Soda.
No.
We say pop.
We know
I thought New Orleans say that, but New Orleans say cold drink.
A cold drink.
Shit, the way I grew up, I heard my daddy would say cold drink. My Caucasian friends would say pop. Older people in Nabaloo say soda water. And that was it.
And the young nigga said, "Man, just give me something to drink.
Give me something to drink." Yeah.
I also went to eat at this place this morning, and they had cheesy grits. But I like sugar and butter in my grits.
Nothing wrong with that. I don't fuck with grits at all. I'm not a grits.
I don't know the whole debate and shit with you either put sugar or salt in your shit. Man, it is what it is. Whatever floats your boat, bro.
Yeah, whatever floats your boat. If I ain't lost your. I'm not a grits fan. I don't fuck with grits. So. I don't fuck with grits. I don't fuck.
If I eat grits, I'm gonna put sugar in it.
If I eat grits, I would definitely put sugar in it. That's a known fact.
Just like old T.I. Restaurant that they had the grits.
21?
Yeah, they had the grits with the catfish, fried catfish with the barbecue sauce. The barbecue sauce is sweet, so it's like it was a good mixture. I was like, that didn't look right, but it did taste good. I wonder if it's at this new restaurant. It's pretty good.
But yeah, thank everybody for coming out and supporting. In about 3 weeks, we will be having a Elijah movie premiere. We will be doing plate lunches.
Yeah.
So I guess I can say it here while y'all looking at me. The event is free to get in, but if you want to eat, you want to pre-order your food, $15. That'll guarantee you a plate of food when you enter the venue. If you don't want to pre-order and you get hungry while you're there, don't think you just get it for free.
You still gotta pay, man.
Still gotta pay. So I guess I'm gonna just make this announcement right now. Hey y'all, April 28th, the lodge premiere free to get in. We'll have snacks and desserts for free. But if you want a meal, $15. That'll get you a plate lunch. And like it's gonna be good. So just know to get you some barbecue, dirty rice,
This nigga just say dirty
macaroni. It's rice dressing, macaroni,
and baked beans, cuz.
and baked beans. And it's a go plate. And y'all go be
And a roll, cuz. And a roll, cuz.
And a roll. So
You get a roll.
you get a roll. Like for the price of $15, can't beat that with a stick and a knife stick. So
Hey, man.
yeah. So yeah. Then the Black Effect, you will be in the building. 27th. Yeah, that's happening. And yeah, let's just know we got a busy April.
Yeah, man. And shout out to us, man. 4 years doing this shit. 4 years.
Let's give us a hand clap, a round of applause.
Round of applause. Baby, make that ass clap. Drop it to the floor, make that ass clap. That's a long time though. 4 years.
4 years.
Good podcasting. 4 years.
So many guests, so many guests, so many co-hosts.
So many guests, so many co-hosts, so many podcasts under our umbrella that disappeared.
Yeah. And talking about podcasts and stuff, man, shout out my sister Smiley. She about to start the FOH business podcast. It's the FOH is not what you think. It's not Fuck Outta Here. It's called Find Out Her Business. You know what I'm saying? So she could be talking to entrepreneurs, business owners, anybody that's like starting business or whatever. It's like she talking mainly to women, but she gonna do it, you know, talk to the men too. So man, shout out to her. She about to start her shit. So yeah.
Your thing, Joy. Your thing, Joy. So yeah.
So, but if we look at if we still this is not happening no more. So if y'all feel like y'all freaky enough
to take over there.
Yeah, come on, talk. It's wide open.
Why, like, hey, if you're wide open, you can damn sure join that wide open podcast because it's wide open.
It's wide open.
Wide open. Like, come on, man. Even if you got a nasty brand and you just want somebody to have a logo in front of you, man, there it is. Go ahead and do that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Don't leave yourself on the rim of your nastiness. Be nasty. So yeah, 4 years though.
4 years, man. 4 years.
Shout out to everybody that was a part of it. Shout out to everybody that's not a part of it. Shout out to everybody that was a part of it. Shout out to everybody that became a part of it. Thank y'all. Because at the end of the day, we are the last two still here. I didn't see that one coming out.
Nigga stupid, man.
I didn't see that one coming, baby. Yes.
But anyway, man, let's get into these damn topics. I'm gonna get into mine. I don't know where it's gonna end up at. But on a previous episode, we was talking about men having sex with multiple women. And Brandi made the assumption and said that the nigga is gay, right?
All right.
So I don't know this person, but I know of this person. So this person is a ladies' man, but he never had a successful relationship. It was always, you know, pretty boy, women want him, he hot, whatever. But when he would date, the relationship wouldn't last. I don't know. But it got to a point that wind up, the nigga gay. So now I was like, when I was like, hold on, I'm like, well, Brandon was probably on to something. And it's like maybe he would just try to hide it or try to not like let the gayness out and just trying to like I'm just keep sleeping with multiple women and fighting the feeling of I like men, and then it just came out and it's like and dude gay. So I was like, man, damn, I gotta bring that to the, you know, because I'm like, maybe Brandon was onto something. It was like,
yeah, I'm telling y'all.
So all y'all's in the comments, y'all come back and like, Brandon right now. I don't know.
Brandon,
It's not a lot of people.
Brandy's right. Brandy's right with the assumption of somebody's being gay, not the person I was talking about.
Yeah, that's the
Definitely not gay. He's definitely not. I don't know who Derek's talking about, but the only person I can think Derek talking about.
No, it's not that person.
Okay, that's the only thing I was like, shit.
I just said I don't know. I don't know. I never met this person. I don't know this person. I just know of this person, know the story of that person.
Oh, well, I know a lot of men who got children who gay but down low, bisexual. They go both ways. They'll stick their dinglings in butts and vaginas, male or females. Um, why they do that, I don't know. And they look normal. Yeah, they look normal, just like they can look like Derek or they can look like me, and they can be attracted to people who look like Brandi or look like Derek or me.
No, but think about the dude when we first came. This is why I moved to Atlanta. Yeah, it was in the mall and two big swole niggas holding hands. Like that was like never seen this when we was like where we live at. Like so, it was like
that was a scary
fuck?
shock. I'm like two big ass niggas in Lenox Mall, stocky, kick your ass, black and white, holding hands like, oh baby. Picture Arnold Schwarzenegger and a bodybuilder walking in the mall holding hands, like yeah. I would. Like, ain't nobody go. Who would tell somebody? Who would tell somebody swole about their sexuality and not get billed? Like they say they got a kid. You know these little young niggas crazy nowadays. They be like, "Hey, shout it, yeah, boy, gay. Goddamn, shout it, y'all let it get. I'm gonna show you how to grab that nigga by the neck, have his boyfriend hold him, pull up hands. Yeah, I'm gonna show you.
Oh shit!
And nigga get locked down in his ass. Hey man, y'all gotta be careful. I want to talk about before we finish this topic. I want to talk about these little young niggas, man. Nowadays, I ain't got nothing against y'all little young cats, man. Y'all got your own rights. We're always young at a time and point, but there's a time, you know, you gotta understand there always gonna be somebody better than you. Now, it might not be the grown up you're trying to intimidate. It might not be the grown up you're trying to disrespect. It could be an old 75-year-old man, or it could be somebody younger than you. Now, if you keep thinking you're big and bad and like, oh shit, not damn fuck with the shit, boy, shit, shawty. That's how Atlanta people talk. But they got the people back home too, like, oh, boy, fuck you, boy. What the fuck you gonna do to me, brother? Oh, bitch, you a whole ball. They got them too. But at the end of the day, y'all gotta understand something. Certain people not go stoop down to your level and try to, like, you know, go toe to toe with you. They either go be smart about it or they're gonna be lenient about the conversation that how they go about it. They might tell you one thing and just let it go. But then they got that other nigga that don't care. You might tell him something and he might show you who's better than you are. And you gonna feel so played, you gonna feel you need to kill that person because you took your pride. Listen, my young black males. Let it go. You're not the baddest person in the world. Regardless, you can still live with somebody thinking they disrespected you. As long as you know what you're capable of, it shouldn't matter. A friend told me this. He's like, why fight with these little young cats or anybody, any man in general?
Mm-hmm.
You know what you're capable of. You know you could hurt them. You could kill them. You know you could do whatever you want to them. But don't let them make you feel that you need to do these things to them because it ain't worth it. It's pointless. Let them have the 5 minutes of, yeah, I told that nigga something. I told that nigga something. Let them have that. They can have that. Because you know what? They ain't getting no reward, no credit with their little friends or whoever they think they got that really don't care who probably go fight with them anyway. It ain't worth it. So for all you adults out there, y'all be trying to like, oh, handle this little nigga. He gonna learn today. That nigga gonna kill you.
Yeah, and then he gonna cry when he go to jail.
He's gonna kill you, and that little nigga's gonna go to jail for life for killing you. You're gonna be 2 lives gone, all because you didn't let that little nigga disrespect you. Okay, you can tell him what you gotta tell him. You ain't gotta bust his ass. Well, some people go bust there because they got that pride shit. But I'm
Yeah,
saying you
that's all
don't
that
have
is.
because all I'm saying is if you know what you can, you know you can hurt this little man. You know you can literally hurt him. You can talk to him. You can talk, embarrass him to the point where you don't have to get physical with him. But as long as you know what you're capable of, if you know what you're capable of, let it go. Because I know I can hurt this kid. I know I can fuck this kid up. You're gonna be all right, little man. You gotta learn. Someone's gonna test you. It's not gonna be me. Someone will hurt you. Not gonna be me. I'm just letting you know that I know what I can do to you, but you gonna learn. Still young, live your life and learn from your experience. Me, grown man, this is a warning. Anybody else, it could be your last one. So all I'm saying is younger generation kick. We always young. We all didn't want niggas who try to play us or try to fight. We felt played. We want to do something to them. Just learn from it as an adult. Don't feel that you need to interact with these, and even grown men. Grown men your age probably go still got a kid mindset. You ain't gotta do it. You ain't gotta stoop to their level. You don't have to do it. Let it go. Cause at the end of the day, they got it in.
I was just about to say that.
Shit, crazy.
So
But
yeah,
on to that, just let's get into that. Like, as a Brandi being a therapist, what you think that is? Like a mental thing, or like the daddy not around and that could play as a part with these young dudes, like being like that? Because we know, just looking at you know that's a pride thing. But like, do you think that's a mental thing, or it's just a pride shit, and just because they don't have a father around?
I think it's all of it. I think it's all of it.
Because I think it's more young dudes in jail than actual older dudes.
I don't.
It's because too, like when we're talking about young, like honestly, the part of your brain that helps you make clear decisions isn't even developed till you 25. So we got a lot of people that did shit when they was 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, where they made an impulsive decision because they wasn't able to regulate their emotions in the moment, or they wasn't able to stop and think about something. They just acted on impulse and it fucked up their life, that one quick decision. So I feel like it goes to not having mentorship. Even if you didn't have a father, did you have an uncle? Did you have a mentor? Were you in sports? Were you coached? Like, I think it got to do with just lacking having a village altogether. Ain't nobody to preach to you and teach you how to handle conflict and how to be a man. And being a man is not always picking every battle. So I think it's a lot of it. I think it's mental illness. A lot of people don't want to get help with that, or we don't want to acknowledge that something is wrong because it's a stigma. I think it's so many factors. So many factors.
I believe it's like also for a man standpoint, it's an ego thing. They don't want to let nobody feel like they better than them, bigger than them. Even if they small, they just gotta feel like they got points to prove to where they need to do something in order to prove their masculinity, uh, or just to show people I'm not no bitch. Like, well, it's cool not to let people not show you a bitch, but at the end of the day, you
You
ain't
pick
gotta
your battles.
pick battles,
Yeah.
pick your battles, and you're not losing nothing trying to impress people that you don't need to impress. Like you ain't gonna see these people probably never again. These people don't mean nothing to you. They're not gonna have value to your life. They're not gonna make you a better person. All they gonna do is get you in trouble or jail. So like, no matter what nobody says, like nigga, whatever. Like, cool. Like, I ain't got, I ain't gotta lower my standards or risk my life or my freedom just to prove to you that I ain't no bitch. You can think whatever you want, cause long as you only thinking. I know what I am. I know what I'm capable of, and I know who that person I am. Now, what you think of me is none of my personal business. I don't give a fuck because I'ma still live the way I want to live regardless. So once people realize that, once they get that growth in their head or in their mind frame to whatever people think of them, it doesn't matter because you do the fuck you want to do regardless. So.
And I think friends play a part too because they be around the wrong people.
True.
Because I'm very thankful for the friends I grew up with and have because ain't nobody never like try to do anything that was like trying to put you in your life in a like none of that stuff. So even with the like just women, like something like Nick, why you not talking to a female? Like it was never that press stuff like that. So and I'm just thankful that I got a strong mind because them niggas, I know them niggas in middle school, them niggas used to smoke weed before going to school and I like even drink. Like I never did none of that. Like I was around it, seeing it, and I just never did it just to have a strong mind. And so that's something I want to raise my boys to do, have a strong mind. Don't if you see somebody doing it, don't mean that you gotta do it. So
Having your own mind. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like that too. Like when it's put it like this. There's certain people you probably see do it. You'd be like, I'm not gonna do that with them.
but like nowadays, I feel like nowadays because we know a little bit more, like we more like more lingo with it, like our parents. So it's like we smoke a little weed, whatever. It's like if we do, it's like tell your child like get of age, like you start seeing it. No, you gonna do it with me. Better yet, you do it with them, and you go fuck around and go. Whatever.
I seen niggas like roll blunts, smoke, and like you want to hit this? I'd be like, no. They'd be like, why not, man? Just weed. I'd be like, I'm not doing it. But like somebody I actually knew that I actually was around all the time.
You feel more,
I smoked with him, but I didn't inhale. I was like,
you felt more comfortable.
And like that person, he would always like people. Me and him would be together. They'd be like, "You want to smoke?" He'd be like, "Nah, he not smoking with you. He not smoking with nobody but me." Like that's kind of like I don't know what you putting in that shit.
Yeah,
fuck him up.
Them niggas be tripping.
Like I'm more protective of him. Like he don't smoke with nobody but me. I can never forget that. So like he's like, yeah, you smoke. He be like, he don't smoke with nobody but me. Like nigga, cause I know he ain't gonna smoke, giving no bullshit. So it's like so it depends who your circle is, man.
I'm still as a grown man till today, you be around niggas like when I was dealing with the music shit, niggas would be like, "You want to hit it?" Like, nah, I'm good. Like, not saying that I don't know, if you do anything else. It's just that's just for my sake. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm not gonna ask you, man, what you put up in there, what you know what I'm saying. So I'm good.
Go back. So everybody different, man. Cause I know, like I said, I probably hit a blunt or two in my day with some strangers, but I never inhaled. I just be like, "You want to hit that? That's good for me, bro. Well, hit that guy. Oh, nigga, I thought that shit, bitch. The guy ain't telling that shit."
Everybody high, and this nigga like, yo, why I'm not high?
Even ask why I know I'm not high because I ain't inhaling that shit. I don't know what the fuck y'all niggas smoking. God damn it. Yeah, man. Yeah, young generation out there, man. Just what I'm saying. Just if you got a friend or a group of friends that actually got something going for themselves or not influenced by uninfluential things, if that makes sense. Not caught up in the Joneses and not just looking at what's on TV and thinking that's cool or the music, you know what I'm saying? Making rational decisions in life. Keep those friends because good friends are hard to come by.
Oh, yes, it is.
Cherish the friends you got because they got a lot of weird motherfuckers out here that'll do some weird shit. So just cherish your friends, man, because there ain't too many friends that's really friends. Niggas will turn your back, stab you in the back, slap you in the face, cry, and your mama shoot, laugh at your funeral and go home and laugh. Watch these niggas.
No, man, talking about that, like, because I was asking my sister and my wife, them, like, I'm the whole B Simone and her best friend. I don't know if you heard about that, Brandi, but I asked them as women, like how you can just like break up a friendship, like how that like, because I feel like they talked about,
What
hey,
happened?
I don't know, it's like this, they
They
just
talk in circles. Nobody's ever clear about what happens. It
Oh,
just
the one she did the podcast with? That was her?
yeah, so it's like they were showing like
they
clips,
just go apart, I guess.
but it's like how it's like I feel like they had a conversation before, like it was like a, you know how like a relationship, most people just like, let's talk about it, or like let's, I don't know, however they
I
was that.
believe, I believe women, we know how women are. No disrespect, Brandi. We just know how women
Oh Lord.
oh, I'm saying we just know I'm saying we just know how women are.
What
Like
does
women,
that mean?
Oh shit.
I'm too tired tonight. Look, you gotta pick your battles. You wanna fight. Sometimes
I want to know, what does that mean? How are women? You said we know how women are. How are we?
women are to me, in my opinion, women will say that the most cutthroatest thing, the most disrespectful things towards each other or a man. But I'm just going just friendship for women. They'll talk behind their friend back, and then they'll come back and wonder why they don't have friends. They'll say things disrespectful about their friends, or they expect their friends to do something for them and they won't do that for their friends. So when they're what they require of them of a friend, like, you're my friend, you're supposed to do this for me. It's easy for them to be like, well, fuck you. But their friend probably would be like, you don't do half of the shit I do for you. But she'd be like, but we're friends though. We're supposed to do these things for each other. And that splits up, and it's like they'll beef, and probably 3 years later they'll probably talk again. Y'all know for a fact how many women fell off. I've seen this in high school. I've seen this as an adult. I've seen women be friends, not talk to each other for years. 2 days after the 3 years, they didn't. Hey girl, how you been? I'm just thinking about you. God is great. They're friends again. They're friends again. And like they don't look at it like for men, we can, as friends, men, we know this. I have friends, we go hard, talk about each other, clown each other, be like friends, even did some fucked up shit. We still friends. It's like we just still friends. We just probably like certain friends, we probably like know where to put them. But then we got friends like friends, like, hey nigga, we been through too much. Why the fuck we gonna stop talking?
Yeah, I feel like men don't really hold on to stuff like that like women do. Women are gonna hold on to,
Right.
we can hold a grudge.
Right.
We
That's
can
what I'm
damn sure
saying.
hold a grudge. But I also just feel like sometimes people just grow apart, and you just in different seasons and at different stages of life. And I feel like that's what happened with them. It seems like that's what happened with them. They relationship started before either of them was famous, you know,
That was
and
like a long ass relationship.
20
That's,
years. They were friends for 20 years.
that's what I'm saying. Like
She was managing
Maybe they shouldn't have worked together.
that's how I look at it too.
mm,
That's a good example. Like let's say, Derek, we make it, and like our friends who not in our circle want to work with us. Like, but they been our friends though. All of a sudden they want to work with us, and we'd be like, you ain't got the same mind for as us three.
no, because y'all is
Y'all can't come around us three thinking y'all can just jump on board. Like we've been grinding out for so long, just
yeah.
because friends for 20 plus years don't mean you could just come in this circle that we built and then you can just hop on after
Yeah,
and
let me
feed
just
off
jump
an
on the
hour
bandwagon.
blood, sweat, and tears. You can't just come in here and then you probably like let's say I'll put one of my friends that don't like that's not part of this brand with us. And they probably get mad at one of the persons we've been fucking with. And I'm like, bro, like you can't just come in here and say this shit about him. Like, nigga, he
Yeah.
just as important as the brand as anybody. He be like, I thought we would be like, nah, nigga, it don't work like that. Like, I understand that. Like, I wouldn't even stop being friends with him. I'd be like, we still cool, but we just can't be part of this brand. Like, we can. This dude said this in a podcast. He's like, you can't expect your friends to support you through like your brands and your endeavors. You can't expect them to support you. If that's my friend, I expect you to help me when I'm getting jumped. That's the support I need. Like, oh, nigga about to jump me. Shh. Stick that nigga. That's the support I need when it comes to like your brand. Like, I can't expect you to support me through that because you probably ain't got the same vision. Like, you're my friend for being a friend. We grew up together. But when I came to this, you ain't had nothing to do with it. Like, you not even say you don't care, but you care less at the same time. Like, whether you succeed in it or whether you don't, he's still gonna be your friend. So it's like,
and that's the friends I want. You might not support or share whatever, but when that success come, be that same friend
right.
and don't expect nothing. Don't expect nothing from like, oh, my friend blew up. Like, now my
Don't
nigga getting this money, like, you know what I mean? Like, let me
keep that same friend energy. Like, I'm not gonna ignore you, but don't expect to come to these things that I got going.
yeah, like, nigga, look, hey man, they got a such and such going on in Vegas.
Can I come? Like,
No.
oh,
The fuck?
oh, like you
Those
can't.
are probably more associates than friends.
And maybe that's what it is. But
Some like we got, people that's like actual friends, but like we just don't associate with them with our business. So like people can see, like your friends can like see, not share nothing, not support nothing, but they see what you're doing. And once you make it, they be like, man, I'm proud of you, dog.
I've been seeing you grinding. I've
I've
been
been
seeing
seeing you putting in work. I've been seeing you on your podcast. I've been seeing you getting sleepy on your podcast. I've been seeing you tired on your podcast, my brother. Now that you got an award and you with me, you with everybody else, man. I see you doing your thing, man. Let me get a ticket to that award show, man. I want to be there right with you support, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you gonna pay for a ticket? Nah, I'm trying to roll it with you. It don't work like that, my brother. I'm sorry. It doesn't work like that. Like,
We have to have different friends for different reasons and seasons. Like, I have friends that I can talk to about being an entrepreneur. I have friends that I could talk relationships with. I have friends that like maybe we just kick the shit, but we don't talk about nothing serious. And I got friends who we talk about deep stuff. I got people that I travel with. Like I think that we need to stop expecting our friends to meet all of our needs. This is the same with like a relationship. We get with a partner and be like, oh, they got to do this, this, and that. Why are you expecting all that from one person? I feel like you need to have friends that have strengths in different areas. If all your friends are the same, that's boring. And not everybody is going to meet your needs, just like your partner may not meet all your needs. It's going to be 80-20. So I feel like we put a lot of pressure like, oh, she didn't come to my birthday dinner. She
yeah.
didn't answer. She didn't like the pictures on Instagram, but she was active 12 minutes ago. Like, we have to stop putting all that pressure on our friends and get out of our egos because everybody got their own life and their own stuff going on. Some of my very close friends don't support my business, but it's because my business isn't anything that they need. But it doesn't mean that they don't fuck with me. You know what I mean? But then I have friends that every little thing I do, they like, how can I help? How can I support? Here go a cash out, whatever. But I don't look at them any different because the friend that's not supporting my business may be helping me with my children, right? Like they may fulfill another need, like, oh, well, maybe I'll just be an auntie to your kids, but I don't really support the business because I'm not spiritual. I don't need therapy, whatever. So I just think we have to stop being so like, as soon as they do something, we just cut them out. They're not our friend. But I do understand too that like sometimes as you grow, you do grow apart from those friends. And it's just like, I'm not into that stuff no more. I don't hang in those spaces. And, you know, maybe we just don't talk no more. And that maybe that person was just around for that season. And where you're going, where you are in your journey, they're not in alignment with that. And it's not, it's beef or fuck them. It's just, I wish them the best on their journey, but we're going two separate ways now. And I think that that's okay too. We make it such a negative thing. I think what was beautiful about B. Simone and Megan's friendship ending was the fact that they were so transparent and vulnerable about it. They did that shit on air. Like you saw the friendship deteriorating on their podcast.
Yeah, I was just trying to look for the clip. Like,
yeah, start being an awkward silence and a weird tension and an elephant in the room. And they like, shit, let's address it. So, I mean, I respect that they were open and vulnerable, But I also think that they both were on their own separate walk as far as like religion. Like B Simone started finding God and Jesus, and Meg was already with, in her relationship with God, and then Meg went through a divorce. I just think they probably just on different journeys.
And I is, it's more because like I think it was more conversation clearly after when the camera's off and everything. It's just like Megan, just like how everybody was saying on TikTok, Megan just more like soft with it. She not talking this, not talking no shit about B Simone. But when B Simone doing her trailer for her new podcast, like, what I'm saying, she had the chat. She was like, "What's this here for?" And it's like everybody kind of like, "That's a slick this." Like, why what I'm saying, you didn't have to do it like
But
that. But
I didn't take it as that. Again, I think we are people that look for the negative, and we're always gonna make something about beef or being funny. And I really think that was her way of saying, like, this one is about me, not no guests, nobody else. I don't think it was a shot at Meg because she also had her sister on her podcast at one point. So I don't think it was shade. I think she was saying, like, this called "Let's Try This Again,"
yeah,
and I
it's a
like,
new chapter.
"Let's try this again." It's a new chapter, and this is about B Simone and B Simone only. So I thought that her promo and her marketing for it was excellent. It was superb. I don't think that she
Out
was
of
being
internet.
shady at all. But we always look for that. We think that it always has to be bitter and mean and shady. Same with the Chance the Rapper thing. It's like, oh, they decided to split, but then when you read further, it says that it was an amicable decision, and they decided this together. But I think people, we look at everything. It's like, oh, it must have been bad. Somebody must have cheated. Oh, B Simone made it. It's like,
we see what Chance was doing, and clearly he was having fun doing it. But
we
I'm just
do.
saying, he was in, I don't know, one of them, like the what's that shit called?
Oh, when he was at Carnival,
Yeah, like clearly
they
this must have been going on way before that because the man wasn't wearing no ring or nothing. So it must have been
She stayed.
conversation.
Stayed like they're
they
separated
probably
for
was
2 years.
separated.
Yeah,
They
they're
was probably
separated.
separated.
Yeah, so
They're separated for 2 years.
And that's why people need to mind their fucking business because everybody like, oh, he married. So what? Maybe his wife was okay with him doing that, or maybe they were separated and they just wasn't public about it. I think too, we as regular people feel like we're entitled to celebrities'
because
business.
of the fucking
They have,
social media.
yeah,
In the
like
90s, we wasn't worried about people being in a relationship or what they're doing in their relationship. It was like, hey man, drop music in whatever movies you do. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. We wasn't worried about their personal life like that. It was like that was a news thing. Like, oh my gosh, somebody got shot. Now it's on social media.
it's the
5 minutes.
room. The shade room posts everything. They be getting on my nerves. Like, let people live their normal life. These are normal people. They just got money. But I think sometimes we could be so insensitive. Like, we just posting people's personal business and embarrassing them. Like,
That's
Jesus.
their business, though. That's their business. To post on other people's business. That's their business. So.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
that's how they make their money.
that is. But again, it's sad that that's the way
Yeah.
that we make
That
money.
is that is very sad.
Exposing people's vulnerabilities and their business. And a lot of times it don't be the truth or it be presented in a way that is negative. And there's probably more to the story, but we only post what's going to get the clickbait, or we only post what's going to get you revved up in the comments.
Just like the dude that served Young Miami in Houston, like that nigga, like I'm about to go on this party just to serve Young Miami, and then, like he made it seem like it was a bad, you know, she got served by the papers, and then like the internet started being the internet, and she had to get on the internet and say y'all niggas tripping. This all it was about suing about some merch. Like it's not nothing serious. It's not about no daily case or anything. Like just it's just. But when this people post that, the internet gonna do what they gonna do, and they make their assumptions of, oh, this is Diddy, this is they make it so bad, and it's like, nigga, you should have just never recorded this. You just did what you did and just go on. But everybody want to be.
People need lives because I don't even keep up with celebrity shit like that. I got my own motherfucking life to live. People that got money and social status, like that ain't doing nothing for me. It's not helping me grow or evolve in any way. So
Them
it's better
niggas don't see it like that.
serves me no purpose, but it's better to look at somebody else's trauma and their own drama than to look at your own. And I feel like that's how social media is used. If you need a distraction, go find somebody else who's miserable so that you don't have to look at the fact that maybe you're miserable. I unfollowed the Shade Room. I unfollowed Justin LA Boy.
Mm-hmm.
I unfollowed.
I never followed none of that.
Yeah, I had unfollowed that because I'm like, I don't always want to see bad news on my
I,
timeline. And
I
my
never,
algorithm was so full of negative stuff because that's the stuff I used to like and share and laugh at. And it's like, I don't even want it on my stuff. So now, if you post drama or you're a blogger and not,
I posted that on my Facebook. I put toxic cleaning. I was like, I'm gonna follow all them damn on Facebook, all them damn
yeah.
See
messy,
that?
but sexy red and glory lane. I was like, I don't care about none of that shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, no, like, leave me alone. Like,
That's why the shit that we don't post on our podcast page. Like you see a lot of podcast pages posting that stuff like that. Like nobody, I don't want to share. I don't want to share that on our stuff. I want to share stuff that we actually talk about on there because we really don't be talking about them celebrities or what who got shot or who doing who
yeah,
and
because like I'm saying, like everybody got an audience. Like people just like I was thinking about that today. I was like, okay, we got people. Everybody got a audience. I think I was watching Empire Records. I don't know if y'all seen Empire Records. It's a classic '90s white suburban New York movie. But anyway, I was watching it and I was like, I remember when I was young, I was like, man, that's a cool life to live because they just weren't about records and having fun and not no social. Well, at the time, I just thought it was fun just to like draw and just to like interact with people. I thought that was cool. I'm like, there's a whole lifestyle like that. And then there's my lifestyle, the club, entertainment, rap music. And I was like, then there's everything got a audience. It just that audience haven't found us yet because they got people who think just like us, don't care about none of that shit that's going on, but they want to know about like personal problems, things people go through in real life, not what the celebrities go through, not what they're doing. It's just they haven't reached us yet. It did reach us. I'm gonna say it did reach us yet, but it was more drama filled. When it comes to like positive thinking and just giving information that people don't know about, there's the audience like I want to like reach because I don't really care for like drama and all that
and
shit. Like I don't.
even like the clip that the viral clip that we had, like even though it was drama, is like I don't. It could have worked for some people if they actually go watch the episode and understand more. Like you watching the clip and
Yeah.
you can't get nothing out of it. It's nothing. So I
People
think, huh?
people attention span is like they watch that clip and be like, that's the whole episode. That's it. That's the whole
Yeah.
thing. That's a wrap. I ain't gonna watch no 12 episode. Then I gotta wait for that shit to pop up. Man, please. What I look like? That's what it is. That's how I feel. What's not viral?
Because it's more to that clip, and it's more of a conversation, and
That's not.
sometimes it end up with a resolution or however you want to say it, or it just like it's done. But I think I don't know. It just
Where we live in, man.
huh?
Where we live. It's the world we live in. Well, let me put it like this: not the world we live in. It's the world we want to live in. We can live in a different world if we want to. We don't have to live in that world.
I don't know. I ain't dealing with this shit. Like it is what it is.
I think we need to start embracing endings though. Like we look at them as such a bad thing, but I think that it's beautiful to be able to say, look, we have served our purpose in each other's lives and it's time to spread our wings so that we can move on to better experiences that are more aligned with where we are. Like divorce does not have to be this like detrimental thing. It could be so beautiful because now you're living a life that you didn't get to live. Like I'm living my best life right now. And if I would have stayed married, I wouldn't have the opportunities and experiences that I've had since 2020. So although it was a hard time for me, like I don't regret that shit. I'm so happy that I made that tough decision because it opened so many doors for me and brought me so many opportunities. Like
Right,
just
right.
traveling, being free, like being able to just be myself. Like, when you're a wife, you have a certain persona, a standard you have to live up to. And I feel like I was in a cage, not by him. He never said like don't travel, don't do stuff, but it's just like, certain stuff you do be like, oh, she's a wife and she's acting like that, or
Mm-hmm.
there's so many expectations of you, and it's like, bitch, I'm about to live my motherfucking life and shake this ass, travel, do what I want to do. So I think it's something so beautiful about that. Even for him, I feel like he was able to grow and find himself too. So I feel like if we would have stayed together, we just would have hindered each other's growth, and we would have been so fixated on being together instead of growing as individuals. So even with the friendship, like I have lost a lot of friends, and there's people that were my day ones and we talked all the time that I don't talk to at all, and there's no beef, but they're not gonna call me, I'm not gonna call them, and I don't text them. I might say happy birthday once a year, and that's it, and that's okay too. Like I see them on social media and stuff, I might like a picture or hey girl, you look cute, but they just not in my life no more. And again, it's no beef, I love them, wish them the best, but
Nah, nigga,
it ain't
fuck
really
them.
not for us to talk about no more. And I think it's something so beautiful about that because at one point in my life, I needed them and they were there for me every day. But where I am right now, we don't talk. I don't even live in the same state. So there's a lot of people I don't talk to just because I moved state. But I think that we need to start looking at things as there's a good thing. Like B Simone now has her own podcast. That the friendship opened the door for Meg to now have her own podcast. She divorced. Like, you never know. Maybe that friendship with B Simone gave her the courage to walk away from that marriage. And so
Mm-hmm.
maybe B Simone served her purpose in Meg's life and Meg worked for B Simone. So maybe she supported her during the time when B Simone needed
That's what she
know,
said.
yeah, a PR agent or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe they did what they came to do, and now it's time for them both to merge on into their own things, and that's what that friendship birthed. So something great still came out of it. It just depends on how you look at it. If we look at it like it's negative and foul, then that's what it's gonna do. We looking for the negative. But if we look at it and be like, wow, look at them. They both got to grow. They both got to build a relationship with God. Meg got a divorce. B Simone said she had like a miscarriage. She had a breakup with a boyfriend. She got on a walk with God, and she said Meg is the one that got her closer to God. So maybe that was Meg's purpose in her life, and they part of their ways, but it ain't no bad blood. But again, I think that as people, we just naturally look for the negative. We're looking at it
Yeah,
as
that's
it's
yeah.
bad.
I don't know. Once I stopped being friends with you, I stopped being friends with you. I ain't following. Fuck you. Hey, see you in public,
Well,
nigga.
it depends on why we stop being friends, though. Like if we didn't fall out, we just naturally stopped texting and talking. I'm not gonna follow you because I still be like, hey, girl, like like I said, people be commenting on my stuff like, oh my god, you look so cute, like you living your best life. But other than that, we ain't about to be texting or talking on the phone. If you did something to me or we felt that we had words, we said harsh things that we can't come back from, then yeah, fuck you. But it don't always have to be beef. Sometimes it's just like I just ain't thinking about your ass, and they probably ain't thinking about me either. But it ain't no beef, is what I'm saying. It doesn't always mean that because this relationship or friendship ended, then now you have a new enemy. I don't think it
So
has to be that.
let me ask y'all a question, right? I consider this person as a friend. Um, I'm his son godfather,
Uh-huh.
and he recently had a birthday, and he had a party, but I never got an invitation. I didn't even know. I heard it from his his aunt, and
Mm-hmm.
she told me, and she's like, "Why you didn't come to the party?" It's like,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't want to be like, "Oh, I didn't know about it," because that would have been a conversation like, "Man, were you in? I thought y'all friends. Like, what happened? Like, So I just like, I'm like, I had shit to do. Like, even though my oldest, his birthday is on the same day as my godson, but it's like, but I never like what y'all think, like he just forgot, or it's just like
When is the last time y'all talked? Like, do y'all talk regularly?
no, the last time it was I want to say maybe after New Year's. It was,
So the
you know,
point
it
where
was
you
like a
did
New
it,
Year's thing, and like Happy New Year's, and it was like, my brother, we need to go catch up, and we need to go eat out, and just, whatever. And it's just never happened. Life been lifing, but I don't know. It's just that situation is like I didn't get no invitation. And no, my
well, you
God,
said you ain't talked since New Year, so he probably felt like we ain't been talking. I ain't about
no,
to
but
just.
I'm just saying it's still like I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. I just feel like if you call me your brother,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to talk to you every day. Like I got one of my best friends I freaking grew up with. I don't talk to him every day. But you know what I'm saying is like, it's understood. Like we don't have to talk every day, but he wouldn't miss out. Like he'd be like, oh man, my little girl, da da da. Like cool, I'm pulling up, da da da. But in that situation, my other friend, it was nothing. Like I'm the guard parent. Like I didn't even get an invitation.
Yeah.
Not even a text like, yo, bam, 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 bam.
Let it go.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying. I'm asking y'all how y'all would feel. I'm not. I don't care. It is what it is. It
I'm trying to
just.
think about it. Because all my godchildren are my brothers. So
Yeah.
it's like, I don't like, even, like, look, the bad part about me would be like, hey, Blake, why you didn't tell your godchild nothing? It's not like you got invited or anything. It's like, why you didn't reach out? There's certain people use that as an excuse. They'd be like, why you didn't say nothing? Like
Yeah.
you know what a birthday was. Why you the godfather? Why you didn't reach out? That's what most people will say. So like,
And you can't say that because I did. I have a birthday. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it, but I don't know. I'm not gonna say
what's
that's
going on? Yeah,
yeah. I'm not asking him. I'm not asking. He a child, like he a teenager. But I'm just saying, I'm not about to ask him. Oh man, what you doing? This and that. I'm gonna just have a birthday. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy your
Well,
day. This and that.
look, that's better than nothing. So consider yourself a good godfather. That's all I gotta say. Because whether you got invited or not, you reached out to that your godchild and you told him something. Anything else shouldn't even matter. That's how I look at it. I wouldn't.
I mean, I would ask. I would be like, Dad, why I didn't get invited to
And
I would
I thought about it too when she did say that, and I was like, I was about to text him like, nigga, why you didn't tell me? You know what I mean? And I was like,
oh, my brother, I forgot about
I'm
my
not
brother.
even,
Oh,
yeah,
my
because he
brother,
might have
my brother.
would have said it, and I was like,
I was even thinking, my brother. I ain't
I'm
gonna lie.
not pressuring it. So it is what it is. I just
Well, only two things would have came out of that situation. The person would have said, they'd have told you the truth or they'd have lied to you. Most of the time, they'd have lied to you. So no point even asking because if you ain't got reached out to, it is what it is. And if you do reach out to them, it'd have been a lie. It'd be like, oh, I was so much thing, I forgot.
lied? You don't know if they would have lied?
They gonna lie. Come
most
on,
likely
they gonna
it's more
lie.
of like
You
a
can lie, Brandi. Put it
67% of
like this.
lie.
Let's say I was the godfather from one of your children, and I'm chilling. I'm at my home chilling, like, yeah, and I see one of your friends be like, oh man, why you didn't go to your godchild birthday party? I be like, birthday party. But like, yeah, Brahim had a birthday, whatever his name is. Bro, Ramaran had a birthday party. I'm like, bro, Ramaran had a birthday party when? Yesterday. Man, she ain't told me, so I'm gonna call you. Be like, hello? Be like, Brandi, man, why you didn't tell me my godchild had a birthday party?
I would tell you why. I would say I ain't heard from you. It was a small, intimate gathering, maybe just our people we talk to every day. I would have said what it was.
See, that's honesty.
But
That's honest.
why? But
That's real.
why? Just
But listen,
because we don't
let me finish.
talk, that still don't
Let me finish.
matter.
Let me finish. See how by her being honest like that, that would hurt. That would hurt me so much. I would like, fuck you.
Mama done.
Nah,
Like,
it was just I
kiss my
just
ass. That's my godchild.
no, it just let you know the friendship is not there.
Yeah,
To
that would
me,
hurt me. That would
That
hurt
yeah.
don't
me.
mean the friendship is not there, but maybe I'm trying to think.
That would hurt me.
Blood, if you got multiple kids,
Like
understood.
sometimes I don't want to
Nigga, if you
disrupt
got
their
one
part.
kid, That's a bull. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, if you got one, but if you got multiple kids, you can be like, oh, I'll be honest with you. I know you're out of town and I didn't want to bother you. It's like you said, it's a small gathering. But if you'd have came off with that, well, you ain't been reaching out and isn't there, but like, how the fuck you know I ain't been reaching out to my coach? I talk to him, I gotta talk to you. And you be like, nigga, you know what? You want the honest answer? We don't fuck with you like that.
But I don't think it's that. Maybe they wanted to do something small and intimate. That's what I'm saying. It may not be a personal thing. Maybe there were other people that didn't get invited as well. And it's
But hold on. You gotta think about it. You're saying it, you're small intimate. Cool. I'm not no regular ass friend. You made me the godfather. Like if something happened to you, I'm liable to take care of you.
But are you living up to that? Are you living up to that? Because if you haven't talked to this person since January, that's a long gap.
I ain't gotta talk to this nigga. I could talk to him. I could talk to the kid.
But do you? Is what I'm saying.
No, not as much because I got my own shit. Like
exactly. So that may not.
But that's still not taken away from me being invited to a party. Why I can't go to a party?
They could think of it like this: if you're not in their everyday life, don't show up for a photo op once a year because it's the
nigga. I don't care to take the niggas know me. I ain't taking no pictures.
No, but I'm just saying, even if we don't take pictures, some people feel like when it's a holiday or a birthday, they should be invited. But if you're not checking in every day, then don't show up when it's something important. That's just like if a daddy ain't in the person's life, but then want to show up graduation day. Bitch, you're not invited to the fucking graduation.
Nah, that's some bullshit.
So I just feel like maybe it could be like, okay, yeah, that's the guy. If something happened, cool, but you're not around a lot, or we don't talk a lot. I'm not saying that's why.
That shouldn't matter because, like I said, that shouldn't matter. As a man,
if you got a title that they trusted you, that if something happened to them, that you would watch, that you would, take care of this person, then maybe
but that don't mean
they're expecting you to do more or something. But this is why you need to ask, because a lot of times
I'm not asking. I'm just making conversation because I'm not tripping about it. I'm just making conversation.
Why are you not asking though? I would want to know.
It is what it is.
But you don't know what it is.
Most likely I wouldn't go anyway. So it's like
maybe they knew that. Maybe they feel like.
But you still have. I was still like you would look for invite.
No, I don't invite people that I feel like.
I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. Nah. You gotta be real time. Be like, wait, you be like, nah.
No, because that same person invite, when it's like Christmas and all of that, like to parties, whatever, knowing that I gotta go to my own family stuff, but they still put the invite out, knowing that I'm not coming, but you still put the invite out.
So they tired of putting invites out and you ain't coming.
Yeah, that could be it too, Derek.
You only gonna turn me down so many times. I'm gonna quit inviting your ass. I got about 2 events.
No, you can't say that. You can't say that because if you know that my family do this every year, I'm not. I'm doing, but you send an invite. You know where I'm at. You know I'm going.
Yeah, and I guess
you can't get mad. You can't get mad.
No, not saying I'm getting mad, but you're not getting an invite. We still cool. We still people. You still the guy there, but you're not getting no invite. It don't mean
I ain't heard of like the holiday stuff. It just I think it's different than a party situation. Like
no, I think
kid only making that.
It's the same thing because they look at it as like
maybe they just forgot. And they not thinking none of it.
I don't think they forgot. They just said we're not inviting this nigga because you don't come to nothing anyway. It just that is what it is. Like that's how I look at it. Especially if you don't go to nothing. Like why invite you don't come to nothing?
Yeah.
But you never know because in that situation, that's a birthday party. Like I'm pulling up.
Come on, man. Like I'm dead on. It's like shit. I wouldn't go to the
man, that's different, man.
I'm serious. It'd be like, hey, what you doing? Be like, shit. But you got a party later on. Oh, for Robinson, $10. I'm like real shit, cause like, like I wouldn't feel. I wouldn't feel the type, especially if like you ain't like consistently talk to him like that.
So you saying that shouldn't. Like I said, I feel like that shouldn't matter because, like I said,
You know,
I
it didn't
have
matter.
a friend that I
It didn't
grew up
matter
with,
back in
and
the
then
day. It didn't matter back in the day, but nowadays you got so many ways to contact these kids. There's no excuse why you can't keep a contact with them. Like back in the day, we ain't had social media. Like I probably when I found out who my nanny was, I was in middle school, and like my nanny would give me stuff then because she finally got interaction with me. But like even when I got married, like nanny, I'm getting married, showed up. Like nanny, I need this. Gave it to me. Like I ain't talked to my nanny in years. But nowadays, like nigga, you got me friends on Facebook, and you don't tell me shit, nigga. Fuck you, nigga, bitches, nigga. Well, I ain't gonna say your godchild saying it. It's probably the parents, whatever.
no, because every time like I see him around, I'm like
Yeah.
I always speak to him. You like, what's up, parent? This and that, da da da. So
I say it's not his fault.
it's nothing. You know what I'm
Teenagers,
saying?
I believe teenagers ain't even thinking about they probably thinking about their friends and
Yeah, because I don't even know who's my parent, and I wasn't thinking about none of that shit when I was that age. So it's like I don't give a damn.
Yeah. Or they could
I just
ask the kid, like, who do you want to invite? Because this is what I started doing. I ask my kids who they want to come. And if they don't name that person, I'm not inviting them. I don't want to pay for people. I don't want to pay for food. I don't want to do all that. Maybe they just, again, let the kid pick who he wanted. Or they just don't talk to you often. So you just was not a thought, but they're not mad. They just didn't think of you because they probably just like, oh, let me go through my phone. The last couple people I talked to, I just shoot a text. Or whoever I talk to every day just gets invited by way of me talking to them. And because you're not somebody they talk to often, they maybe just didn't come to it in a text message or they didn't think to, reach out. Because I've
and you
done this,
know,
had events and stuff, and people be like, I didn't get invited. And I'm like, oh my God, it slipped my mind. Like, I just was talking to people, and as people, for instance, for my birthday, 1 year from my birthday, I went to Puerto Rico, but it literally was me and my best friend, two people, me and my best friend. But naturally, as I would be talking to people on the phone or whatever, I'm like, yeah, I'm getting ready for Puerto Rico. They're like, can I go? And I'm like, oh yeah, if you want to go, I'll give you the travel agent number. Da 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 da. So by the end of the trip, it was like 8 or 9 people. Well, for my birthday, I went to dinner, so a lot of people came to show love, and I'm like, I'm leaving the next day for Puerto Rico, and they like, oh, why you didn't ask me? And I'm like, oh, I didn't ask anybody. It was literally a trip for me and my best friend, but people who asked what I was doing for my birthday, I told them I was going to Puerto Rico, and they end up just saying like, I want to go. And so it wasn't a thing of like, if you didn't go, it wasn't because you didn't get an invite. I didn't invite anybody. It was the people that asked, what you doing for your birthday? And I just happened to say, like, oh, I'm going out of town. It's like, oh, I'm going to go with you. I want to go. So, I mean, sometimes it's not you being fun. I mean, people probably was like, oh, she was being funny. She invited them, but not me. I didn't invite anybody. But if people asked, could they go? And I said, yeah. And they booked their trip. Cool. If you coming, cool. But I'm going regardless. So, I don't know. I think we think too much into stuff. Sometimes we take things personal. We make things about us. And sometimes it's not. It's their kid birthday and he's the focal point. And so maybe they just really were not thinking about you in that moment. But maybe it don't mean nothing changed with the
oh
relationship.
no, not at all. Like I said, if it would, I think that person would have been spoke up and said anything if it was. I would think because that's the type of person he is. So,
Yeah.
but I don't think otherwise. Like I said, it was just shocking because I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit, But some people do play in, like, to go back on that. Some people do play into that role of you're not on my call log, so it's like funny. But at the end of the day,
at the end of the day got to end.
Okay, I don't like, you know what I'm saying. I ain't gotta call you talk to you every day or this and that to say, oh, that's my friend. Like, you still my friend regardless if we talk every day or once in a while. Like, shit don't mean nothing.
And I mean, my birthday is next week. The people that I'm inviting to my dinner are only the people that I talk to every day. And it's not taken away from the people I don't talk to every day. But for my birthday, I want to bring it in with the people that are closest to me in this season of my life right now.
Yeah, that makes sense because it's more intimate. So
yeah. So it ain't no bad blood, but if we don't talk every day, you probably not seeing me next weekend. And again, no shade, no nothing. The relationship is still gonna be the same, but I just want to bring in my birthday with my favorite people at the moment. And again, next year may be a different group of people because we grow, we evolve, different people around for different seasons. So the people that was there last year is some of them that won't be there this year, and I still talk to them. You know what I mean? So I think again, when we get to these titles and roles and stuff, we start to have these expectations. The same thing I was saying about when you're a wife, right? When you're a wife, there's certain things that are seen as unacceptable, but when you're single, they're acceptable. I think it's the same when it's like, oh, this is a friend, but this is the best friend. Oh, my best friend did this. Oh, well, this is the godmom. Oh, this is my homeboy. You know what I mean? I think titles start to put a different level of expectation, and then people get let down. People's feelings get hurt because we're basing it off of a role that we're supposed to fulfill or what that's supposed to mean. When sometimes them roles and shit don't mean shit. Because again, like we seen a 20-year friendship, they called each other best friends and soulmate, and they are no longer friends anymore. And we're like, oh my God, because it was 20 years. But some things ran a course.
And because I was that person that was in the feelings. My son's first birthday party, niggas that I showed up for when they kids had parties and this and that, I always was there. Even though I was single, I wasn't into no serious relationship. I was always there. And it's like when it came down to my situation, it's like niggas weren't showing up. Just like even my wedding, some niggas didn't show up.
Oh yeah.
Even my sister didn't fucking show up. But at the end of the day, it was like, I can't think of that because the people
Did
that's
they say
here.
why? Why they didn't
my son's birthday party, it was I didn't really get a explanation, but I know like for the wedding situation, it was more like, yeah, we gotta work this and that. But it was like, nigga, you can request all of this. This wasn't no like, oh, I'm getting married next week type deal. You know what I'm saying? So you had more than enough time to put a request in. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, the shit that I did for them, I was expecting the same energy towards me, and it wasn't. And it was like, you know what? I can't even start thinking like that, which is my wife said that. Some people
And
just ain't your friends, and it just can't do everything. What you did, you can't expect people to do that for you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I think we have to stop expecting. We always say I want people to treat me the way I treat them, but we can't expect us out of other people because we are us and other people are other people. They're not gonna always be who we are or do the same things. And it's unfortunate. It is, but I've learned that when I stop having such high expectations of people, I stop being let down as much. So that when people do come through, it's a surprise because I wasn't expecting it. When I'm expecting stuff and it don't happen, I'm kind of disappointed. And I'm like, oh, I'm more of a friend to them than they are to me, or they don't feel the same way about me. But when I just don't care and don't have any expectations, then anything they do, I'm just like, oh wow, cool, that's what's up. But I wasn't expecting it. So I've learned to not expect much from humans because people gon' people.
Hey
And
man.
Stop taking it personal because people gon' people. And it ain't got nothing to do with me. They going through their own shit. They got their own trauma, their own pain, their own experiences. And I got to stop making myself the center of that because sometimes it has literally nothing to do with me. It may just slip their mind. They may not think about me. Like I remember one year somebody specific did not tell me happy birthday. And they had told me happy birthday as long as I can remember. And when we finally talked, I didn't talk to them for a long time. When we finally talked, they were like, oh my God, I forgot your birthday. Usually I remember your birthday because on Facebook, your birthday comes up. I deleted all my socials because I was taking a spiritual break and your birthday happened to fall in that. So I forgot. Well, that sounds totally different, right? When somebody's taking a spiritual break and I wasn't on any socials, then, oh, I just forgot your birthday. But again, in my mind, fuck them. They didn't come on my birthday. They acting different. Da-da-da-da. Once we went this long without talking, only to find out that they were doing a spiritual fast.
Yeah.
And I didn't took it personal and lost time with this person because I was in my ego and felt like fuck them because they call me my birthday when they just trying to get right with God. So sometimes we gotta let's just think of another scenario other than like a negative one or the worst case scenario. They must be being funny. They must not want to be my friend. They must not feel the same way about me.
I'm a nigga that be like, hey man, you know my birthday is spiritual break or not. You got a calendar, right?
And that's how I feel because but I'm good with birthdays. Like you tell me your birthday one time, I don't need to tell you nothing. I remember. That's me.
It's our birthday, Brandi. When's me and Blaine birthday?
Y'all never told me, but it's in November, ain't it?
Hell.
I thought y'all was Scorpios.
Them niggas some damn Taurus.
Oh, they Taurus. Y'all made something. That's right. Y'all, I forgot y'all Taurus. But no, I don't know your birthday. Is it May 15th? I don't know. I'm guessing now.
Bomb, that's you said it.
Is it?
Good job. Good job.
Okay, yeah. That's what. Yeah, sometimes I be having to.
Good
I
job.
don't know
No,
why
but I
Good job. Good
But
job.
but I did that. Like one of my best friends, like I just slipped my mind. I was just looking at the calendar and I was like, oh, that nigga birthday was 2 weeks ago. And
yeah,
like I'm like
life
texting
and
it this and that, da 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 da. And he's like, bro, you good, bro? Like you know
gotta
you
have
don't have
grace. We gotta
yeah.
have grace. When I say life be life, and like some days I wake up and I'm like, it's somebody's birthday. But then I start getting the kids ready. I get them off the school. Then I just start seeing clients. I get off. I'm trying to cook dinner. You know, sometimes stuff just gets away from you.
Yeah.
And it's not a personal thing, but you know, play as fuck up. And
I
we gotta
just
start giving grace.
I say this. Once this nigga on this podcast don't come through for me, I'm done with friends. Fuck all y'all.
But that may make room for new friends. When I start losing
Man,
friends,
there ain't no new friends. I'm keeping all. There ain't new shit. The new friends that I got is my wife friends. That's the only friends.
New people can help have new opportunities, new experiences that your old friends just can't. It's not a bad thing.
I'm not into getting new friends, but I'm not willing to have them neither. If that makes sense.
Like you can, like I said, like you just said earlier, like associates. Yeah, but I'm not. That number giving all of this stuff, I'm not.
Cause you know sometimes like I thought about this the other day. I was like, man, I don't mind not having no new friends because like either I can die one day, or like your friends can die. Like somebody can like just go to jail.
Yeah.
Friends no more. So like, do you want to add? Do you want to like limit yourself to people to get to know you just because you like, you know, I said I don't mind if I don't, but it wouldn't mind if I do too. But it's like it's hard for me to let people, you know,
in
circle, yeah. Not even like regardless.
It's just to trust somebody. Like, oh my gosh.
I think about that a lot, bro. I'd be like, man, if it wasn't for like Blaine, Derek, my brothers, I'd be like, but man, like, you know, like then like I don't want to like nobody else don't want I just don't want no. I just don't want no be around nobody. Like I'm like sometimes I even try to like, oh, I'm trying to get cool with somebody, but like I just can't. It's like, I just can't.
I mean, I don't go looking for new friends, but
I don't go, but I give people opportunity to show themselves to see how they are. Like if I think you cool, I'll be like, oh man, you like somebody I can chill with.
yeah.
Like they even had certain people who came on our podcast. I'll be like, man, you seem cool. Like I would chill with you. No gay shit, no diddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I would chill with you, but like, you know, then they got like certain people you be around, like the people I know. And I couldn't hang out with Neil. Well, maybe about 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
Say 2 or 3 of them, but like majority of them, like nah, man, like I just can't.
Well, I gotta come back. I gotta retract my words because one of the dudes that I used to work with, they used to work for the company. Like we cool. Like I don't want to say friends, but like
yeah, that cop nigga was cool, man.
Yeah. Like he was cool. Like we used to have like life talks. Yeah, he's still a cop. Like we used to have like life talk. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
he was cool.
So
he was a cool dude.
As a matter of fact, next week we go where he patrol at in that town. So maybe we could catch up, man. See what's up, man. He could be my family, man, because he real cool.
Like he was cool. Like even the season, he was a cool dude. Like
even though he had a problem with never stop.
He's a cool cat, man. Like certain people are just cool. Just hard to
like you really could tell somebody. You
can vibe off somebody.
Yeah, you really know this vibe. Yeah. That vibe shit is real. Like you could feel somebody energy.
Energy. Yeah, you really can see that. Like even today, like you can tell who like got a genuine energy. They'll come up to you and be like, "You good? All right?" And they got the niggas who just dumb. Like, yeah, man. But all right, y'all. That's it.
All right, yeah, man. It was a long one.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be short. I thought
it was only an hour.
It was only an hour. How long we been on y'all, Derek?
Oh, it said almost 2 hours, but we was talking before Brandi
Oh.
came on. So yeah, it probably like an hour and
some change.
yeah.
From when you hit record, I think we started about 10:30, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's been real.
So,
Yeah,
Next
man.
weekend is my next Sunday is my birthday, so I don't know if I'll get on because I might be drunk or
I think that would be the perfect time to get on, but you know, hey, that's your birthday. Enjoy it.
You know what you
I'll
should do?
try to pop in and say hi. But
Nah,
my
man,
dinner
like,
is
you don't
at
like
7.
you don't have to. If like enjoy your birthday, do what you go twerk and do what you gotta do. Handle your business, have fun. I'm a send blame. I'm a send blame your way.
Oh, all right. That's the end of the podcast.
Send blame your way. See. Give you a little birthday present.
Don't send no married man my way.
You know what's so crazy? We was talking about that. I don't know. Wife, don't be mad. No,
Hold on. We talk about this after the podcast. I think I never lost have to say so.
No, I just want to say that. No, I just want to say that. Like she said, if something happened, she said she's not getting a divorce. We just go our separate with my wife. She said we just go our separate ways. And she's like, it's like, oh wow. So maybe that's why how Blaine feel.
Yeah.
Probably cheaper. You gotta go through the court.
True.
Well, I think Blaine's situation, he's still, even though
he hold on for hope.
I'm gonna talk about it after the podcast.
Yeah, because Brandon, I feel like Brandon gonna say something. He gonna get mad.
Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm the guy never lies. I have to say so.
Peter, holla.
Hi, it's Brandi.